What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, September 12th. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be sharing with you my bear case scenario, my base case scenario, and also my bull case scenario regarding DOG in correlation to Bitcoin's market cap. So whatever happens to Bitcoin's market cap, I'm going to share with you what could potentially happen to the market cap of DOG. Obviously, we're going to cover some other news that's happening within DOG and the ecosystem within Runes. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So as you can see, the DOG Rune token is actually down 4%. Now, if you compare it to Bitcoin's price, Bitcoin's actually up almost less than 1%. So is this something to be worried about? To me, I don't think so, just because if we consider what's going to happen in this video in regards to the bull and base case scenario, you'll be surprised that this is actually a market cap you should not worry about, because this will not be 246 or even 250 million for that long. So let's go ahead and move forward, because we want to talk about the unique holder count. It's actually grown 87,849. So it looks like this unique holder count is getting close to 88,000, a new all-time high. Now, regardless of the price, people are dollar cost averaging. I even bought in the recent dip earlier this morning. But in other news, let's go ahead and focus on the top Bitcoin blockchain coins by market cap, and this was formed by Forbes Digital Assets. Now, the reason I want you to pay attention to this is because you need to focus on the top two Bitcoin digital assets. Then that's Sats and Ordi. Now, both of these are built on top of Ordinals, and Ordinals is built on top of Bitcoin, while the DOG Rune token is built directly on Bitcoin. It's not built on Ordinals. So right now, I think there is more direct exposure, and it's actually very easy to buy the Rune token without sacrificing decentralization or security with this specific one. So I think right now, DOG Rune token is going to flip both of these by far and should definitely be below Bitcoin. I mean, just looking at this visually, you know that DOG to the moon or the DOG Rune token is going to be below Bitcoin. It just makes total sense. Now, moving forward, Bybit, which is another centralized exchange, just recently released an article today, and it's called "What is Bitcoin DeFi? The Rise of Bitcoin DeFi." Now, what's great about this article is that it talks about runes, and most importantly, talking about the leading token, which is DOG to the moon. Now, the reason I think this is really great is because you must be wondering, are centralized exchanges still even talking around runes or Bitcoin DeFi? Well, this should go to show you they absolutely are. And this is giving you some insight that they're going to list runes in general, the runes ecosystem, on marketplaces. And most likely they're going to list DOG to the moon as the first token. But maybe there's another rune token out there that's actually willing to pay these centralized exchanges. But if they do, that's going to set in motion to put DOG to the moon either second or the very first token to be launched. So if another token in the Rune ecosystem pays for a listing, it's going to benefit DOG regardless, because DOG has the most volume, has the most traction, and has the most users in terms of holder count. Now, remember back in the day, I did share with you my prediction in terms of the DOG market cap in equation to Bitcoin's market cap. So if Bitcoin's market cap was around 1.3 trillion, then if 1% would go into DOG, it'd be 5 billion, 5% would be 29 billion, 10% would be 58 billion. So someone recently asked me a really specific question, because they said, what is your conservative expectation for DOG at the end of this cycle around August 2025? Remember that your projection of the DOG market cap versus the Bitcoin market cap was not considering the Bitcoin at the top of this cycle, which is absolutely true. I think you should also do a video on that, considering that the Bitcoin price should be hovering around 220K by the end of the cycle. With that projection, how much do you expect the DOG to reach? And that's why it's really important. I'd like to thank Hugo for bringing this up. So this is what this video is about. But before we begin, we got to talk about the price of Bitcoin's market cap. Okay, so let's talk about Bitcoin's price first. So this is from Plan B. He usually releases a video every first of the month, but this time he's actually not doing it. He's going to be reporting not in September, but actually in October. So in his stock to flow model, if you pay attention to these red dots, He's actually said a number of times that he predicts that the price of Bitcoin is not supposed to be 200 or 250 or even 100,000. That in fact, it's supposed to be around $500,000 per Bitcoin this bull cycle. Now, the reason he says that is because if you look at these other red dots in the previous cycles after happening, it does tend to skyrocket from $1,000 to over $10,000, and then from $10,000 over to $60,000, $70,000. And now we're back here again, hovering around the $50,000 to $60,000 range. So it's not too far-fetched to say that this could possibly reach $500,000 this cycle. But don't worry, I'm going to share with you a bear case, base case, and also a bull case. So I'm going to show you all different perspectives of this. But we also have to look at the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. We are very much in tune and in line with previous cycles, which is this dark red dot right here, that we actually haven't started this bull cycle yet. You may think it has, but it has not. Look at this. All these dark red dots from previous cycles follow a bull run right after, as you could see here. It always happens. So this to me shows you that we are going to reach into a multi-trillion-dollar market cap for the specific Bitcoin bull run. Now, if you look at Bitcoin's market cap, if it's 1 to 2 trillion, but say it's 1.1 trillion, since it's kind of at that market cap right now, it's a really small indent compared to gold, art, stocks, fiat, global debt, and real estate. So right now, if we're going to flip gold at a $17 trillion market, which is the most realistic point of view, then definitely 1 trillion is a low bar for its market cap. So now it's time to share with you my price prediction for a market cap in the bear case, base case, and bull case. So here it is, my case study. So let's first focus on the different categories. There are stages, Bitcoin price, the Bitcoin market cap, the runes market cap, which is 1% of Bitcoin's total market cap, and then the dog market cap, which makes up 46% of runes. Then we're going to focus on what if runes market cap reaches 5% of Bitcoin's market cap, and then the dog market cap, which is 46% of runes market cap at that 5%. The reason I say 46 is because typically the dog market cap makes around 45 to 47% of the whole rune market cap ecosystem. So that's why I put it right in the middle in the average of 46%. So let's focus on the bear case. So the bear case scenario is that we could see in this bull cycle is that Bitcoin's price hits around 100,000. That's the bear case. So if Bitcoin's price were to reach 100,000 per Bitcoin, that means the Bitcoin market cap would be $2.1 trillion. So if the runes market cap were, say for instance, 1% of Bitcoin's market cap, that would be $21 billion. And that would make the dog market cap $9.6 billion. Isn't that crazy? And keep in mind, dog's market cap right now is $240 to $250 million. So this is going to be a huge advantage for some people. And then if, say for instance, the runes market cap doesn't make up 1%, say it makes up 5% of Bitcoin's market cap at $2.1 trillion. Well, guess what? That means the dog market cap would actually be $48 billion. Now let's look at the base case study. Now this is close to Hugo's prediction at around August 2025 that Bitcoin's price could hit around 220,000 to 250,000. Well, let's just imagine that it's 250,000 because I just wanted to round up. 250,000 as the base case scenario. What would Bitcoin's market cap be? Well, that would make Bitcoin's market cap around $5.2 trillion. And if rune's market cap made up 1% of that Bitcoin market cap price, it would be $52 billion. And that would make that dog, the market cap, since it makes up 46% of the rune's market cap, that dog market cap would be $24 billion. It gets even crazier. What about the rune's market cap if it made up 5% of Bitcoin's market cap of $5.2 trillion? That means the rune's market cap would be $262 billion, with dog making up $120 billion within that market cap of runes. That's crazy. Now let's get into the more euphoria stage. This is what Plan B predicted, which was 500,000. So let's imagine in the bull case scenario that 500,000 was priced per Bitcoin. That means Bitcoin's market cap would be worth $10.5 trillion. And that would mean that the rune's market cap, if it were 1% of Bitcoin's market cap, would be $105 billion. And with dog making up 46% of the rune's market cap, dog would have a market cap of $48.3 billion. But let's get even more bullish. But what if Rune's market cap at 5% of Bitcoin's market cap? Well, guess what? That Rune's market cap would be $525 billion. With the dog market cap, 46% of the Rune's market cap. That would make the dog's market cap at $241 billion. So there you go. That is my bear case, my base case, and my bull case scenario. Now, if you want me to create a very easy visual design chart for you, just leave a comment down below and I'll make that for you so it's very easy for you to understand them rather than looking at these numbers. But this is basically everything in a nutshell. And I hope you can kind of understand why Doggo to the Moon at this specific price point is very positioned well to be in the base case scenario. Remember, this is the only dog meme coin that's built on Bitcoin. Every other dog coin, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Floki, Bonk, Dog Whiff Hat, even dogs, is all built on testnet chains where their market liquidity is very minuscule compared to Bitcoin's market cap. So there you have it. That's everything in a nutshell regarding my bear, base, and bull case scenario. I hope that this video has been very informative for you. And I really want you to support this channel. If you want to see other different studies around the Dog Rune token, make some suggestions down below, just like Hugo did. If you want me to create anything for you, do you want me to do some research for you? And I'll share it with you if I can find the best way possible to make it easily understanding for anybody in this world to kind of get how Dog is positioned to be the #1 meme coin this bull cycle. So with that said, go ahead and support this channel. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding Doggo to the Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.